I'm Danny from Southern California, and I'm on TikTok at the suggestion of many friends and people who have been following my story, searching for my red DeLorean. So how the story goes is in 1982, my parents purchased a brand new red DeLorean that was painted red by the dealership off the showroom floor from Hardin Oldsmobile in Anaheim, California. My dad was driving down the street and saw 3 DeLoreans they had painted and put in the window, a red, a yellow, and a black, and he went in there and bought the red one and brought it home that day. They always said, Danny, you're going to get the red DeLorean when you're 16. Unfortunately, that didn't happen due to some financial issues in the mid-'80s, basically like a Wolf of Wall Street situation that my parents were the victims of. They lost a ton of money almost overnight and had to sell all non-essential items, including the red DeLorean. So I never got to actually drive it or have it be my car. And that was fine. As time went on, we have pictures of it and it's in this big painting we have. People always ask about it. And then what really kicked off this search, this rabbit hole, never-ending scavenger hunt for it, was early on in the pandemic in 2020. I was making a joke with my friends how we need to go back in time and prevent this whole lockdown COVID situation. And one of my friends was joking, saying, yeah, you got to go get your old DeLorean and go back to the future or whatever to, stop it. And so my other friend, Mike, who loves cars and is the total car guy. And my dad was a huge car guy growing up. He was always into old cars, restoring cars, new cars, you name it. So Mike was like, yeah, whatever happened to that DeLorean? There's car clubs out there. Someone's got to know what happened to it. So I kind of started this search as kind of a joke at first, like, where is it? I don't know. And then as I started searching, I realized, wow, there is this whole community of people all over the world with DeLoreans and the DeLorean car clubs and everything just like any other car. And what I have found so far is that, what my dad remembers is that they sold it in 85 or 86 or so to a woman from San Francisco. Her parents actually purchased it for her as a gift because she had just finished law school or passed the state bar, something like that, and bought it for her as a gift. From there, what I have found in my own research by using different online platforms and research tools, it looks like I actually found the ad where it was posted for sale in the Sacramento Bee in 1991, June of 1991. From there, it was sold and shipped to the United Kingdom in 1991. So went to the United Kingdom in 1991, and from there, it looks like the last registration they have for that vehicle was in 2012, where it had a SORN title, off-road, I guess, non-operable is what we call it here in the United States. So that's the last paper trail we can find of it. What has happened since then, now that I've been connected with so many people about this car, and I've posted on Reddit and I've posted on Facebook groups and on my own Facebook, a lot of people have started following the story and they want answers. And, I get busy with life and work and all of those things, and I kind of forget about it for a year or so. And then someone will ask me and I'll post again and get a little fired up and start the search over again. Last year, right around the same time, so about January 24, one of my contacts, United Kingdom, started kind of getting fired up too and was posting in some of the local Facebook groups over there. And someone said, hey, I've seen this DeLorean. Someone had already told us that they had seen this DeLorean in 2012 at the same garage. And there are some pictures here from 2012 that were taken. And then this other person told us last year that DeLorean is still there. I believe it's been moved, but it's there. So my friend from the United Kingdom actually went to this garage where it had been rumored to be, saw that it was still there, covered in a tarp outside. He actually took this picture that day about a year ago, so there it is. It was confirmed mine with the VIN. Our VIN is 05309. So that is my original red DeLorean in the United Kingdom. I'm not wanting it back. I don't want anything. We kind of just want answers to it. So after he took that picture and went and saw it, it was moved again and is like out of sight now. The gentleman who has the garage claims that the guy who owned this DeLorean originally brought it to him for some type of service or repairs and never came back to pick it up. So that's obviously very unusual to not come back and pick up any car, but especially a red DeLorean. Why would you not come back and pick up your DeLorean, right? So that kind of raised a lot of questions, and a lot of the people in the DeLorean groups and on Reddit were asking me, like, what do you mean? Someone dropped it off and didn't come back. So I kept searching, and then I kind of just gave up because it was sort of this stuck point where we couldn't make any progress. We weren't getting any answers. This guy stopped responding to me when I was asking questions about it. And really, we just want some answers, and we want to know why this DeLorean ended up abandoned, right? Like maybe this guy who owned it passed away or something, but his family, someone should know something. So maybe it was from some, I think right now it's at the garage somewhere near Frodsham. I hope I said that right, in the United Kingdom, but maybe it was really owned further out somewhere else in the United Kingdom. It doesn't look like it's left the United Kingdom at all, from what we can see at least. So it's been there the whole time, and we know it's still at this garage, but we kind of just want to find the owners, right? We just want to like get some answers and see like who owned this DeLorean and why did they abandon it at this garage about 15 to 20 years ago, So that's kind of where we're at. And, several people have been mentioning to me, you got to get on TikTok, you got to post this, you got to post a video of the story, you got to post some pictures. Here's some pictures of us when we had the DeLorean in the 80s. And my family, we took a family photo with that. We had professional pictures taken with our DeLorean. And then, now it's at that garage sitting there. But the real question is, who owned this DeLorean and why did they abandon it? So if you've seen it, people remember a DeLorean. You're going to remember if your neighbor, your uncle, your aunt, whoever had a DeLorean, someone you worked with, you're going to remember that red DeLorean. So maybe this was before social media. Maybe this person was older and didn't have social media. So if you are from the UK and you know anything about this red DeLorean 05309 VIN, out there somewhere at some point back then, 2000s, 2010s, leave a comment, send a message, a DM, whatever you can to let us know. We really would love to find out who the owner is and what happened and why it was abandoned. Thanks so much.